Thanks for stopping. And thank you.
Is it dinner time? Time to eat.
Time for dinner.
That's odd. Why isn't anyone answering the phone?
They've lived for so long, it's as if nothing can hold their interest anymore. They've already seen and done everything. Now they just go through the motions.
Things have
This
taken
is
a
another
A
sign.
beautiful warrior.
Blessed be, friend. Thank you for your... Blessed be, friend. Thank you for your interest.
Spectacular.
Ho ho!
Does anyone know a good doctor? I should run home!
Which door's in front?
It looks like I'm not the only one. Oh yes, plenty of heretics. Damn thing sounds like he'll blow at any minute.
No more lies, just the truth. The prey is caught. Let it ring. I'm no thief.
Please, somebody help me! Please!
What? Who is this? Who am I talking to?
Thank goodness! My name is Louise, and I'm being chased by some people!
You're being chased? Alright, stay calm. Do you know where you are?
I'm by the North Station, right outside the graveyard! Ah!
You heading into battle?
Somebody! Help! Please help! They're after me! Is anybody there?
Louise? Is that you? Are they still after you?
Oh, is that you again? The girl who answered earlier? Those people chasing me? I lost them once, but they're back!
Looks like they don't know when to give up. Where are you? Do you see anything familiar around you?
I see the cathedral nearby, and lots of people walking around the area.
Scream for help to get their attention. I'll try, but I can't promise I'll make it there in time.
Okay, I'll do that, but... Ah!
Don't you think the timing of the call was a little odd? It's like the phone rang when I got close.
Maybe they have eyes on that place. I think you should go and see if she's okay, though. She sounded scared.
All right. She said she could see the cathedral. That must mean the south of the city.
Be careful. These days it's the humans you should be worried about. Maybe the children of XIII.
Enemy sighted! Enemy sighted!
The phone again?
Hello? Hello?
Louise, is that you? Are you okay?
Oh, thank goodness. I was hoping you'd answer. I'm sorry I ran away without waiting for you.
I'm just glad you're all right. What happened?
Well, I managed to get away from those people from before, but now, I think I'm lost.
Let me get this straight. You're not hurt, just lost. And they're not chasing you anymore, the people that were after you before?
Yes, thank you. I'm all right now.
Look around you. Do you see any landmarks? Can you describe what you see?
I see a bunch of shops nearby.
How far from the South Station are you?
Pretty far, I think. I didn't think about where I was going. I just ran. It's kind of messy here with a bunch of little streets.
All right, I'll come find you. Stay there. Don't move an inch.
Okay, I'll stay here. And,
Yeah?
I promise this isn't a hoax. You might not believe me, but I really need your help. I swear I'm telling the truth. I'll be waiting for you. I hope you'll come and find me. If you don't come,
Louise? Louise! What was she trying to tell me?
I realize this is out of the blue, but, you don't happen to be looking for a little girl named Louise.
I am. How did you know that?
A good guess. I've fallen for her old pranks myself once or twice.
Pranks?
Yeah, she's a bored little girl with too much time on her hands. No one around here takes her seriously anymore. Think about it. I mean, she's been living here for several hundred years. Several hundred years. I mean, how easily could she get lost?
Of course. Just because she sounds like a child. No child in this world is truly a child any longer.
And even if she is lost, I mean, it's not as though she's hurt or in any kind of danger or something. I'm sure someone will help her out.
Hope, what do you think? Is this just another one of her famous pranks? The way she got cut off seemed real.
She could have done that herself, for all we know. Just add to the drama.
There was something in her voice, a real desperation. Whatever the case, I'm gonna find her. She's somewhere far from the South Station. Did she say messy little streets?
She has to be talking about Old Town. I think that's our best bet.
This will soon be over. I'm no thief. prey is caught.
If you value your life,
I won't lose. The cycle of death ends now. Light's life is the... What's your most valuable treasure? This will soon be over.
you have to live no matter what. There's no salvation for the dead.
A kidnapping? You're
Poor kid. She has no... Although your life is in such danger.
You, what's going on here?
I've seen her around. You don't want to mess with the likes of her. Run!
You must be Louise. I've come to take you home.
But who are you? Oh, wait. You're the nice lady on the phone, aren't you? I recognize your voice.
That's right. Finally we meet.
Thank you for coming to save me. Even after tricking you all those times, I feel bad about what I did. Really. I mean, all those calls before, they were just pranks.
It's not a prank anymore when you find yourself in real danger. Being kidnapped is serious. Do you realize you would have been killed if I hadn't shown up?
To tell the truth, and don't get mad, I let myself get caught. I told the disciples I volunteer as tonight's sacrifice for the goddess.
What? Why on earth would you do something like that?
No, this is hard to explain. Okay, I know this is going to sound a little crazy, but just try and hear me out until the end. Please. The fact is, I lost faith a long time ago. This world has no future. We've waited for hundreds of years for God or the Savior, and neither has shown up. No one knows if there's a tomorrow. Everyone just lives for themselves. No one cares about anything or anyone. So I had to find out if there was still hope.
What do you mean?
It was a bet, okay? I put it all on the line to see if people were really worth believing in anymore. I've pulled my share of pranks and caused trouble, and I've learned that most people will put up with your tricks a couple of times. But no matter how good I act, how much I cry, and how much I beg, no one ever trusts me the third time around. Even I know when to quit, so I made a bet.
Let me get this straight. You purposefully set me up twice and bet your life on me and my morals. Wagering I'd go against your expectations. You were betting on me to answer your third call.
If you did, then I'd be able to keep holding on to hope. I'd want to keep on living.
That's ridiculous. Do you even understand how lucky you are to be alive? You wouldn't be standing here talking to me if I hadn't made it in time.
I knew you'd come and save me, though. Don't ask me how, but I knew that you were a good person.
What made you think that? You don't know me at all.
I know. I just believed in you somehow. Maybe because I wanted to. I wanted to believe there was still hope in this dying world. And look what happened! You came through for me, just like I knew you would.
All of a sudden, I feel like a pawn in your game, and you're the one playing both sides.
That was silly. Well, maybe a little. But I'm trying to thank you. I'm glad there are still people like you in the world. You inspire me to keep my faith in humanity.
In that case, you're welcome, I guess. I'm glad to hear that all that running around was worth something. Remember, your life is valuable. Don't ever forget that.
I promise I won't. And I'll never do anything like this ever again. Thank you.
Hey, little missy. How about a drink?
Looks like you've already had enough for both of us.
Not by half. I'm just barely getting started here. You want to know why? Ask my dearly departed fiancée. She left me standing there like a fool at the altar.
Do you really blame her? Who wants to marry a drunkard?
You got it all wrong, honey. I started drinking after she left me. Everything has gone downhill since then. You probably won't believe me when I tell you, but I used to command a whole legion of the Order's finest men. Those days, I was on top of the world. Nothing could bring me down.
Then why did your fiancé leave you? You must have some idea.
Not even the foggiest. Me and Filiana, we were so in love. Or so I thought. Then she disappeared and never came back.
She disappeared out of the blue? Are you sure something didn't happen to her? You did look for her, didn't you?
Of course I did. From the palace in Yuznan to the edge of the wildlands. I searched for decades, but I never even heard a whisper of Filiana. And when I described her, no one had ever even seen her pass through. My Filiana was a looker. No one could have forgotten seeing her. We were the happiest two people could be. But then, I crashed down from heaven to hell. There's no salvation to be found in this world, no God or Savior to deliver us.
And if there's no salvation, then there's no hope?
Can you honestly tell me that I'm wrong? Show me. Show me where there's any hope in this place. What? You're gonna find my Filiana for me and prove me wrong?
I'd be willing to at least try. If there's still hope in this world, it has to be found. You have to look for it.
Ha! You're a tough chick with a good heart. Thanks for offering. That's good enough for me.
I said I was willing to try, and I meant it. Where was the last place you saw what was certainly your better half?
You're actually going to go find her? Filiana and I both lived in XIII back in those days. She was a fantastic cook. Her skills got her a job at a swanky restaurant where all the foodies went.
Did you check out the restaurants in Yuznan? It's possible she's working in one.
Oh, you don't get how desperate I was back then. I checked every lead I could get my hands on, but I found nothing.
I'll go back and check them again.
What? You will? You would do that? For a stranger? I don't know what to say. Here, take this with you. Matching rings. Seeing it just reminds me of her, but I don't have the courage to throw it away.
I hear that the Shadow Hunter is what the
Good will always prevail. No more lies, just the truth.
Miss Mighty Savior, what can I do? You did a fantastical job, Lightning! That was fantabulously impressive.
Welcome in. Come back again.
This will soon be over. Now! It's a beautiful...
Still awaiting orders. The heretics must be stopped. Wow. Was it really the Shadow Hunter who killed those poor girls?
Is this wrong?
Well, it seems as though it was just a few of the more direct-
If you need a room, please visit our hotel.
Do you remember the touch of the wind on you? Softer than whispers of angel that falls in love. Do you remember the sound of the ocean waves breaking a long time after time? Believing in magic can make you strong. Tell everyone that this is a place where you belong. Everything looks shiny in the sun. A day in your life. Close your eyes to find yourself in wonderful world. Everything feels like your fantasy.
Light, it's almost time to transport you back to the Ark, to recalibrate the time distortion.
In mystic timeline. Do you remember the touch of the window?
There'll be bounty hunters in there too.
You need to return to the Ark at 6 every morning, without question. Remember that, Light.
Shine hope on the future.
Scarlet streak of light to the one that breaks the silence.
It's nearly 6. Don't be alarmed when the teleportation process starts. It can be quite sudden.
Stand up from high above, remain like a precious poem. Let me sing the song to you, gracious Savior of our souls.
We have goods you won't find anywhere else.
Sarah.
It won't be long now. I'm coming home soon, aren't I?
No, wait! A reminder from Benevelza. It was just a mirage. God didn't want me to forget the bait he dangled in front of me when he asked me to be the savior. But the moment I realized that, I became aware of something else too. When I looked into Sarah's face, when I heard her voice and when I saw the promise of her return, I should have felt something, a surge of joy or warmth. But instead, I felt nothing inside. And strangely, I didn't care. There.
Welcome back.